Good morning, all empathic sensitive souls. Happy Friday! It is finally Friday. I am so excited. I did not hop on early today. Why? Because I have the day off of work. I have a 4-day weekend. It is going to be, for me, relaxing. I'm taking some self-care. How did the mantra go this week? I trust myself. Did you start to work with it? Did you start to acknowledge any achievement that you've had to start with? You know, like, hey, I made supper last night. I might not have done the dishes, but I actually made a very healthy meal. It's a small accomplishment, but it's an accomplishment. Celebrate that accomplishment. Don't say, yeah, but, well, I didn't do the dishes. Dishes are always there. They can wait till the morning. Celebrate those accomplishments, however big or small they are. If you ran a marathon, holy buckets, you go, girl, because that's not something I could ever do. And I really don't want to, because running, no, that's okay. But if that's something you're into, yay, celebrate it. Have you listened to your inner voice? Tune into that gut instinct, that intuition. If your gut's saying, nah, we don't want to do that, then don't. And it's okay. Have you set some small achievable goals, like this morning, because I didn't do the dishes last night, I'm doing the dishes this morning, and accomplish those goals? Baby steps. Learning to trust yourself sometimes is just little baby steps. A small achievement that you acknowledge. Listening to that inner voice of yours. Yeah, I probably shouldn't wash those clothes on hot water, even though it says to, because I know they're going to shrink. My inner voice is telling me, nah, don't do it, right? Listen to that inner voice. The small achievable goals, and celebrate them, because that's achievable. Be kind to yourself. Remember how kind you are to everyone else around you. Turn that kindness to yourself. What's wrong with being nice to you? And all those people that you support, do they support you? If they don't support you, you can kindly step away from them and find people that do support you. Whether it's an online community, I belong to several, and thank goodness for them, because they got me through the death of my father and the pandemic. Without them, I don't know how I would be right now, because there was no local support. So I found all my support online. Even if it's just friends that I connect with on Facebook. Excuse me. Very supportive. Do you practice self-care? Putting yourself as a priority. Taking care of you. Making sure you get enough sleep, you get enough water, you get nutritional food, you make your doctor's appointments. Take care of you. If you need to take a break, take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks. Everybody needs a break. And when you go through these achievements or these goals and what you've accomplished, and being kind to yourself and taking care of yourself, do you stop and reflect on, yeah, that worked. Yeah, I feel really good when I eat better. I'm cutting the sugar out. I'm cutting the pop out. I'm cutting the coffee out. I'm not cutting the coffee out. I had to go my big jumbo mug today, because I had to get revved up and going today. And I'm just moving slow. But reflect and learn on what works, what doesn't work. If it doesn't work, you have permission to set it aside. Like hitting the snooze button 42 times this morning. That's not working for me. I won't do that tomorrow. I shouldn't have done it today, but I was just beat today. I took a little self-care, and I cannot beat myself up for hitting the alarm 42 times, because obviously I needed that rest. My body was saying, nah, it's not time to get up yet. But tonight I have to go to bed early because tomorrow I want to get up early and get things accomplished. I want to set my small goals and accomplish them. And last but not least, you have to be patient and persistent. They say when you learn something, you have to do the thing 7 times in order for it to get set in your head. Sometimes that works for me, sometimes it takes a lot longer. But be persistent. Now I have to put in my head that just because tomorrow's Saturday doesn't mean that I can't get up early. I need to persistently do these steps to achieve the goal that I want. And I have to be patient with myself when I fall off the bandwagon and I hit the snooze 4 times. It's okay. You have permission to take care of yourself. You have permission to be first. You have permission to achieve the goals, whatever the goals may be. And it may be something simple as doing dishes, or something as, for me, would be out of this world of running a marathon. And if I were to run a marathon, how would I go about doing that? Well, I would have to start by exercising. I would have to start by walking, and then walking faster, and then slowly jogging, and then working my way up to jogging faster. I don't know that I could ever necessarily run, but I would give it my best shot. Baby steps. And what's wrong with taking baby steps to clean your house, to organize your craft room? Oh, that's a whole nother, that'll take me a whole week in itself. To clean off my desk, to organize my kitchen cabinet, to go through my spice drawer. Baby steps. Set the alarm for 10 minutes, do something, set the alarm for 10 minutes again, and rest for 10 minutes, and then go back at it again for 10 minutes, or a half hour, or whatever the case may be. I have to set my goals. I have to listen to not the inner voice that says, nah, take a break, you can watch some TV, but that this is helping me. In the long run, it'll pay off, right? Trusting in myself. I trust myself. Now, when I'm in the workplace and trusting my instincts, that's a little more difficult because I have so much emotion coming at me from so many people. And sometimes I just have to put a shield up or a wall up and take a step back and take a breath and, okay, what am I truly feeling? Is it mine or is it everybody else's? And a lot of times it's not mine. It's somebody else in the office is having a bad day, but I'm picking up on it. Try to be positive. I set small goals for myself at work, like, I wonder how fast can I do data entry to get this project done? I wonder if I can figure out this problem. And sometimes I can, and sometimes it would take me longer to figure it out as opposed to me calling a coworker and say, hey, what do you think? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. The biggest thing is to take care of myself and to be kind to myself at work, because I'm so used to people saying more negative things excuse me than positive things. How often do we get a "attagirl" at work? Very rare. Now, I don't need to be patted on the back every single day, 42 times a day, but once in a while, hey, thanks for doing that. Gosh, I appreciate that. Thanks for helping me out. Way to go. Man, you just made that so much easier. Thank you for all the help. Once in a while would be nice. I find myself telling my coworkers that, oh my gosh, thank you so much for catching that. Thank you for doing that for me. You have no idea how much I appreciate you, because I would have had to stay late and I didn't want to stay late. And it helps. And do I reflect, excuse me, and try to learn? Oh, I got a frog in my throat this morning. Obviously, I need another sip of coffee. At work, I try to. What works, what doesn't work. I don't have a lot of supportive people at work. So I have to be I have to support myself, I guess, and what I'm trying to say. And just, I get on with my day. I take a lot of deep breaths. I push their energy back. I put up a barrier around me so I don't get hit with their energy. I don't get hit with the negativity. I listen to classical music. One of the coworkers, she listens to heavy metal. She says it drowns out all the naysayers and all the negativity around her. If that works for her, you go, girl. It would distract me. My mind would be, I'd be busy thinking about rock bands or something. Whereas classical music, it plays in the background, it's low. Sometimes I get into it because it's a really good song that I like. But it's okay. What works for me is the classical music, taking deep breaths, putting up my barrier, setting my boundaries, practicing that self-care, trying to be patient, and I am persistent in that the work that I create is good. I do a good job at what I do. Hopefully that resonates with you on this gorgeous Friday morning. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and a great Memorial Day. On Memorial Day, I'm heading to the cemetery. We have a ceremony that we do every year. It's our annual event. It's either at the cemetery. Hopefully it won't rain because it's a gorgeous setting. If not, we'll be in the village hall, and it'll be a very moving tribute to our fallen veterans. It'll be a great day. Have a fantastic weekend. Happy Memorial Day. I may be on live if I get up and moving early enough, because I have to go grab my niece. She lives about a half hour from me on Monday morning, and head to the cemetery. Enjoy. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you all either Monday or on Wednesday. Bye for now.